anxiety, depression, low self-worth, low mood, post-traumatic stress disorder? Are you living with one of these conditions that is taking over your life? Do you get a sense of panic, overwhelmed, the feelings if something awful might happen? Well, I'm going to teach you a simple yet effective tool to help you manage and control some of that anxiety. Let's go. So let's get into it, guys. My name's Adam, by the way, for those of you who don't know me. Emotional Freedom Technique, or EFT for short. Been around for a long time, but really came into fruition in around the late 1990s by a guy called Gary Craig. And what it is very similar to acupuncture, only without the needles. So around the head and upper body, there's 12 pressure points. Instead of needles, we're going to use rubbing, tapping, or pressure on those areas. Personal preference for me is tapping, but each to their own. There's no right or wrong way, whatever method you choose to use. So initially what would happen is the therapist would ask you to focus on your trauma, what's causing you to become anxious, your perhaps a phobia in some cases. Now out of that, what we'd want to know is kind of what it looks like, what that picture is, so what it smells like, what it feels like, what you hear, do you smell anything, do you taste anything? So really tapping into those 5 senses at the same time. Once we've got that information, we're then going to ask you to scale it. So when we scale something, we normally use a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being the worst, 0 being it doesn't affect me at all. So then we're going to try and get you into a nice relaxed state. So the way we tend to do that is with breathing techniques. So nice deep breaths in for 6, hold for 3, and then out for 8. Whatever book you read, there'll be slight variations on that, but that's kind of what I use. Quite often when you have anxiety, you will notice that your tongue is touching the top roof of your mouth, your toes might be pointing up in the air. Quite often we get odd sensations in our tummies, and you wherever your anxiety manifests itself, and take note of that and really kind of feel it in your body whilst focusing on the particular trauma or anxiety that's causing you to worry in the first place. So once we've got all of that information, you're now in a nice relaxed state. You could put some calming music on as well if you so desired. It doesn't make a difference whether you do or you don't, but it can be quite nice to create that kind of calming atmosphere. So once you're in that nice calming state, we're then going to begin the tapping. In the next part of this video, I will be doing it on myself, just to demonstrate to you how I would do that, and those pressure points that we're going to. And there we go, guys. I hope that helped. And yeah, I hope to hear from you all soon.